Mr. St. John, in November 2021, I chaired this committee and we advanced the Ending Forced Arbitration of Sexual Assault and Sexual Harassment Act. It passed by a voice vote, which is unusual in this committee. It had strong bipartisan support and was signed into law in 2022. Forced arbitration clauses deny sexual assault survivors a day in court and require, in many cases, that the misconduct be concealed from public view. You testified against this legislation in November of 2021, claiming that forced arbitration, quote, was not in the best interest of those subjected to sexual harassment, ending forced arbitration, not in the best interest of those subjected to sexual harassment and assault. You argued that the bill, quote, turns these women into unwilling pawns, leveraging their private difficulties in pursuit of public policy objectives that don't actually benefit them. Former Fox News host Gretchen Carlson was one of the leading advocates for our bill, following her harassment by Roger Ailes. She has expressed her concern about your nomination because of your testimony. Here's what she said. While women around the country bravely share the urgency of eradicating forced arbitration, St. John used her power and influence to gaslight these women in the public. She downplayed their stories and minimized their pain. Instead of listening to women who were forced to suffer in silence, St. John tried to convince Congress that these women's understanding of their own experiences were incorrect. Do you still oppose ending forced arbitration for people who have been sexually harassed or assaulted in the workplace?
Senator, I have deep respect and gratitude for women who speak up against predators and those who sexually harass and abuse women. I certainly did not minimize their stories. I was invited to provide testimony regarding arbitration and out-of-court resolutions. I did provide perspectives onto how arbitration can be beneficial and that it can result, and often does result, in much higher recoveries for plaintiffs and sexual assault survivors. It's a quicker process and it doesn't require women who may not want to go public to have their names splashed in a public docket or in the news. I respect every party's right to go to court or to resolve their disputes in arbitration. And I don't believe my testimony can be interpreted to be minimizing of women or forcing them to take a certain approach to resolving these very troubling problems in our society.
So you have not changed your position?
Senator, I stand by my testimony, which is that people should have a right to choose arbitration or to go to court. I don't believe I testified against forced arbitration.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Senator Lee.